It's time for the annual Asteroid G Awards. You're listening to Not So Live from Asteroid G. I'm Mike Finkelstein. With me, as always, is...
Josh, I'm always right, Schaefer.
Okay. EGOT, Queen Bee.
And today we are going to be doing something special to close out this season of Not So Live from Asteroid G. We are going to be doing the first ever Asteroid G Awards. So I think everyone came prepared with a list, or we'll just at least come up with something off the top of their head. So let's jump right in and see what the best, worst, and whatevers of 2020 are going to be. Queen Bee, you had a list. You want to kick us off with the first award?
I do. I think best movie for 2020 will be Wonder Woman on Christmas Day. So I'm nominating Wonder Woman number 2.
I mean, I feel weird about voting for a movie I haven't seen yet. However, I will also note there really isn't that much for us to do for best movie this year, because since about March on, everything has been done. The last movie I can remember watching in theaters was Gemini Man. That should, that would go on my worst of list, not my best of list.
The last movie I think we saw in a theater was Cats. So
Double woof.
Oh my god.
No. I think the best movie for 2020 is going to be Wonder Woman.
I don't know, Josh. What do you say on the matter?
Well, the only two movies that I can think of that I've seen that are new, that aren't children's movies, are Borat, the subsequent movie film, and the one with Charlize Theron.
Oh, The Old Guard.
Old Guard, yeah.
That's okay.
Old Guard gets nominated for the best.
Old Guard is pretty good. Yeah,
Old Guard gets best kiss.
Oh, for the dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Old Guard I definitely put up for best picture. Considering what we have available to us, the other one that I would put up would be Bill and Ted Face the Music.
I haven't seen that one yet because I'm terrible.
You are terrible. I would agree with that. We also have Birds of Prey.
I haven't seen that yet either.
Josh, how are you participating in this award show?
Okay, here are some movies for 2020. You have The Grudge.
Nope.
You have Underwater. You have Like a Boss.
Nope.
Bad Boys for Life.
Nope.
Doolittle.
Nope.
The Gentleman. The Turning. The Rhythm Section. Birds of Prey. Sonic the Hedgehog.
How many of those are fake? Some of those sound fake. The Turning. The Rhythm Section. We can't come up with a good name.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Fantasy Island, Downhill, The Call of the Wild.
I would agree. It's all downhill at this point.
The Invisible Man. That was actually pretty good.
That was good. I put that on the list.
Okay. Wendy, Onward, The Way Back, Bloodshot, The Hunt, Trolls World Tour, Scoob, The Lovebirds, Artemis Fowl.
Yep, that was Fowl.
The King of Staten Island, You Should Have Left, My Spy.
Wait, they made a new I Spy?
My Spy.
My Spy. That. Ew,
yeah,
gross.
The one with David Bautista.
Yeah, no, thanks. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Greyhound, The Secret Garden, The One and Only Ivan.
I'm going to say, every time I hear The Secret Garden, I think it's about porn.
the new Mutants.
Mutants.
Bill and Ted's Face the Music.
Yep.
The Personal History of David Copperfield.
Wow, that's boring.
Tenet, Mulan, The Climb, The Witches, The Empty Man, Clifford the Big Red Dog. Oh, that might get my vote. Soul, The Croods, A New Age.
So you can see, first 4 or so months there had 20 releases. The last 8 had 10. So we are looking at a serious dearth. So Invisible Man, Bill and Ted. What other good ones were there?
I liked The Five Bloods on Netflix. That was I think a Spike Lee movie.
Old Guard.
The Old Guard.
And Birds of Prey. So of that, I think the one that's going to get our vote is the Old Guard.
Old Guard. I definitely agree. Old Guard.
Nicely done. So, Best Picture for 2020 is The Old Guard. Now,
Congratulations, the old guard.
Congratulations.
You get a gold G.
You get a gold space rock with a G on it because I like.
Someone has to contact us though to get it. So
Yeah.
Shipping not guaranteed. Offer void in Utah. So okay. So next, do we want to do like best actor, best actress, or best TV show? Where are we going from there?
I think best actor, best actress for the best movie. So you will consider those same 5 movies that we had, but I think Charlize Theron would probably take best actress in my opinion, although Elizabeth Moss is a close second.
Elizabeth Moss is solid. Margot Robbie is good as Harley Quinn, although I don't feel like as fun as that movie was, I don't feel like it really pushed her.
No, I don't think it did. She was pushed much more in the first one, which kind of was still crap too, but
yeah. And she's
really good as Harley Quinn, though.
As much as The New Mutants is not a great film, I thought it was an okay film. And I think if it hadn't been the last X-Men movie ever for the Fox series, it probably wouldn't have been held up under the microscope it was and would have done better. And while I like Arya, the actress that plays Arya,
Maisie Williams.
Maisie Williams, thank you. And I like Anna Taylor-Joy in those films. That film. I don't feel like either of them really had such a solid performance that it was. What are we going to call our Asteroid G Awards? The Gussy?
The Golden Rock.
Yeah, the Gussy. Okay, so I heard a yeah from Josh back there.
I'm trying to think of the movies that I have seen this year, and honestly, I can't really think of any standout actresses that I would say, because I'm trying not to include Netflix movies, but it's really hard not to since that's where everything was at.
Yeah, because I mean, there's the only okay Enola Holmes, which had 11, whatever that.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Thank you. Which was and that was a fine movie. Again, didn't really feel like it pushed her all that well.
No.
But it was fine. It was perfectly acceptable. So of all the actresses that we have, I think I have to agree with you just for movies, performance-wise. Yeah, Charlize Theron.
Yep.
Yeah.
And best actor would go to?
Okay, thinking of that. I liked Bill and Ted Face the Music. I don't feel like either of our guys in there got pushed very far. No real actors in Birds of Prey.
So the movie that, and I just kind of make an asterisk with this movie hasn't come out yet, but I've been kind of excited for it. But I think best actor and best actress, just judging by trailers and what I know about the story, is going to end up being Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman from Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I mean, for 2021, Chadwick Boseman is going to get an award probably no matter what, just because of his death.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's been in 2 movies. He was in The Five Bloods, but yeah, that movie was okay. It's Spike Lee, take it or leave it, but that was one of his weaker ones, I thought. But
we can give away a memorial award.
Yeah, but I mean, Chadwick Boseman gets an honorary award, certainly.
But I would bet money probably that, because I think this movie comes out next week, but Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is going to be Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman.
See for the Academy Awards this year, for the Asteroid G Awards next year, I could definitely see that. But I'm trying to think, like, honestly, and this is going to be weird, but while we can definitely come up with a Best Actress award, I kind of feel like abstaining from Best Actor because I don't feel like any of the movies we listed had a really solid actor performance in them.
No, like I said, I haven't seen very many, and Sacha Baron Cohen probably gets default because of Borat. So
yeah,
I mean, I would go with Tom Holland in anything over Borat. So
actually, you know what? I'm gonna say without seeing the new Chadwick movie coming out next week, Palm Springs. I forgot that came out in 2020.
Oh yeah, Palm Springs. That was good.
I think that was it was a great Andy Samberg moment for me.
And sometimes he can rub me the wrong way, although I think he's a lot better than some of the other comedians that we've mentioned in the past that we just don't like. But Palm Springs is a great film, and I think for what it was, like, again, I don't feel like it's a super strong acting performance, but based on what we had to have this year to go off of, I'm going to go with you on that one. I would give Andy Samberg the Gussy, which sounds good when I say it.
It does.
It does. Really does.
I will abstain because I have not seen that movie, but you guys can choose best actor. I'm fine with
you
that.
should see Palm Springs. I honestly feel like I need to do a review of that, and we need to do a podcast for it eventually because it's a great Groundhog Day style movie.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's really good.
Okay, so best TV show of
Are we
2020.
counting all TV shows, or are we going to be separating miniseries from actual shows?
I think we should separate miniseries because I actually have that as a separate category.
Perfect. So what do you got for shows?
Best TV show.
So is this miniseries or TV show?
TV show.
So I came up with 4 that I really liked this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's debate on which one I like more. What We Do in the Shadows season 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
I really liked Upload.
Yeah, Upload wasn't bad.
Yeah. It probably won't win number 1 for me, but I just wanted to give it a shout out. Last season of Good Place.
Yes.
And probably my favorite TV show this year, Dave on FX.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one. I would definitely agree with you on The Good Place because that last season, despite having the problem of having to try and figure out how to wrap up that show, which seemed impossible, it actually pulled it off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would throw on there, although it wouldn't be the winner for me either, I would throw on there just by performances alone, The Crown.
Yeah, The Crown was good too.
Season 4 of The Crown was amazing.
The Crown is very good, and Mandalorian. No votes for Mandalorian, huh?
I forgot that came out this year.
I mean, Mando is good. Mando is really good. I don't think it's quite up there with some of the other ones we have. And like at the same token, I really liked Lower Decks from Star Trek, but I don't know that like I'd put it up at the same with. Now, if we were doing just animated series on its own, I think Lower Decks would take it. I think its first season was much better than the most recent season of Rick and Morty, for example.
Wouldn't The Crown be considered a miniseries or no?
Nope.
No, it's ongoing.
It's four seasons and has 2 more in the pipe.
Okay.
So, no, it is definitely not a limited run.
Well, then Queen's Gambit may not fall into the miniseries category either. So I'd put
Queen's Gambit doesn't have a second season coming.
That would be my clear choice for the
miniseries.
Miniseries.
Yeah, I can't think of any other miniseries I've watched that even comes close. Queen's Gambit would win it, and as far as like best actress in a miniseries, even if there are other ones, Anna Taylor-Joy would take it in a second.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah. So we'll just give her her own Gussy, whether or not we have anyone else on the guy's side for miniseries. That show and her, they're good. TV shows then. So is it 2 votes for Good Place? B, where are you at?
I'm at Good Place.
Okay.
Oh, is that unanimous?
That's unanimous.
Unanimous.
I believe that qualifies for a platinum Gussy then.
A platinum Gussy.
So best actress.
In a TV show.
In a TV show.
Well, Christian Bell is on the list.
Olivia Wilde for being the Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not her
Gillian
name.
Anderson
Gillian. Oh my God, Gillian Anderson. Her performance of Margaret Thatcher was amazing.
Yep. Oh, actually, I think that gets my vote.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards her too. So you have 2 for Gillian Anderson for Margaret Thatcher.
Is she a lead actress? She's a supporting actress though.
I'm going best actress across the board. It doesn't matter.
Okay, because if it's across the board, I don't know. There's the episode late in the season where it's all about the sister, Princess Margaret, with
so Helena Bonham Carter,
and there's that scene, especially where she's in the psychiatrist's office talking to them, and they ask her a question and she just like collapses on her face, but still holds that like stiff upper lip Britishness. That was such an amazing performance. I think it beats Gillian Anderson's Margaret Thatcher.
You think? I don't know. I'm really taken with Gillian Anderson. So Josh is going to be the tie.
Josh?
Well, before you guys mentioned those 2, because I have to think about it now, I was going to say, what's her name? Darcy
Carton?
Yeah, for Good Place.
That's a good one too.
But
you can kind of see what shows we like, apparently.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There's been so few, though.
I know, right?
It's a little easier.
It is.
But giving it to Gillian Anderson,
did Darcy Garden play Janet?
Yes. Yeah, Janet.
Yeah, okay.
So you're giving it to Gillian Anderson, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Margaret
Gillian
Thatcher,
Anderson.
Gillian Anderson. That is our best actress. Best actor.
Mm-hmm.
That's tougher.
Mhm.
Again, there's a lot of female-led content that we've watched.
Yes.
Not as much
A
male-led.
lot of female content. So we have Ted Danson from The Good Place.
Yeah. And
You have the
Chidi.
one who plays Chidi.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name without looking it up.
I can't either. That's terrible.
And then you have, for terrible people, you have the guy who was in Game of Thrones and in Queen's Gambit, but we'll put him into the miniseries. You know the guy I'm talking about. He plays the blonde cowboy guy. Can't remember his name.
He was in Game of Thrones for like half of one season as like one of the Raven guys.
Was he?
Yeah. Shit.
He plays
the kid.
Yes, he
who's
was
actually like 35 despite the fact that he looks like he's 12. Yeah.
12. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So William Jackson Harper is the name of Chidi Okoye.
Okay. So William Jackson Harper is up on that list. Ted Danson's on that list.
Thomas Brody Sangster.
Can they just get easier names for God's sakes,
He's
man?
not allowed to. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, I feel William Jackson Harper is Chidi over everyone else we've suggested. The others are good, but like his performance in the last season, playing off of Christian Bale,
yes,
really
I
good.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's give it to him because I like that.
I think he gets a platinum, but
that's
I want to say that Lil Dicky gets an honorable mention from me for Dave.
Okay.
You guys need to watch it. It's the best show ever.
Sure.
Okay.
And also, whoever plays Guillermo.
I want to cover a couple of the worst. So, worst movie of 2020. We had like Bloodshot and Gemini Man. And again, although I don't think it was that bad, I can put it on the list. The New Mutants. Anyone?
New Mutants is pretty terrible.
Did you watch it?
I have not watched it, so I don't know how bad it really is.
It was okay. It wasn't the New Mutants. It was just
kids in a hospital. See, I haven't read the comics, so I didn't judge it based on that. I just judged it based on like the setup of the movie and where it went. And I thought that, anything's going to be better than Dark Phoenix. But like if it had been the start of something where they actually became the New Mutants, I think it would have been fine. As a movie that just so happens to be the last thing that's ever in the X-Men series, it's not great. But was that really worse than Bloodshot or Gemini Man?
Dave Bautista in My Spy. I would say that he's worse.
My Spy. Oh,
I didn't even watch it.
I couldn't even.
Yeah. No, terrible.
Really, none of you guys have seen Artemis Fowl yet.
No, because I read the reviews and it was terrible. Honestly,
it was awful.
I'd kind of put Enola Holmes on the list too because it was really treacly, and while there were parts of it I really liked, there were parts of it I really hated.
Okay, you're allowed to. You could do that.
I know I'm allowed to.
But I actually didn't think that Artemis Fowl was terrible. Yeah, I watched it. I watched all of it.
Doolittle, I think Doolittle was this year, and that was a really bad movie. Yeah.
I would vote for
Doolittle was good or bad?
It was really bad.
Oh, that's sad.
I'd vote for that. Just what I saw of it was terrible. Okay. Best video game.
Yes, best video game for 2020.
I don't know, Josh. I haven't played a lot of new video games lately.
I'm gonna have to say it's the Ghost of Tsushima on PS4 PS4.
That looked really pretty. Was it really good?
Dude, if you like samurai stuff, it's amazing. Like, I could probably talk about this game for an entire episode. But you can change the color scheme to be a Kurosawa mode, so it changes it to like old school black and white, and like the dialogue and the sounds muffled. It's everything about that game is amazing. Story, gameplay, visuals. I played Persona 5, and that was a very good one.
Okay.
Animal Crossing was cool. Oh,
yeah, Animal Crossing is big. Everyone likes Animal Crossing. But I will say, it's Animal Crossing. They've added more events, but what have they really changed about the game?
It's the same as it was before for me.
Okay, so we'll let Josh pick the best game of 2020.
I was just going to say, the two games that I've played that are kind of new are Fall Guys and Among Us, and I think Among Us has actually been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
I'm lucky because Catherine's really into video games, so I can do it more. But my favorite games this year so far that I've played a lot of are the remake for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2,
which was decent. It was good.
Yeah, I don't think it really counts though, but
it was okay. I mean, it is a new title in the series, even if it is mostly a remake. The 8-bit sequel for Bloodstained came out, Curse of the Moon 2. I liked that one. Did you play it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I just got the remake for Panzer Dragoon in the mail.
Did it finally show up for you? Mine should be coming then. Yeah.
I like how they sent me an email telling me that it was coming though. Sorry.
Okay, so moving on, since we don't have a really good.
We don't have a good contender. No one gets the award. Sorry, guys.
We're gonna throw it back into our rock pile. And best miniseries, I think we've all agreed that it would be Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
And best actress would be
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Mm-hmm.
And the best actor would be,
I guess by default, that Thomas Brody Sangster, because I can't think of any other miniseries. So sure, he gets it. Whatever.
So there we go.
Oh, worst TV show. I am nominating Treadstone.
I haven't seen Treadstone because it looked like garbage.
It was.
I haven't seen Treadstone either.
So it's the whole concept for Treadstone is let's make the Jason Bourne series, but without Jason Bourne. So kind of like the Bourne Legacy, but with less of a budget and less talent on screen.
Why?
I'm going to say the reboot of Charmed because it's absolute trash.
That was out last year, though. That doesn't count. We're on second season
now. It has to be a new show this year?
Well, I guess not, because we counted like seasons of others. You can put Charmed on the list. That's fine. I don't know why that show's still going.
Me neither.
Is it still going?
It is. It is. But if we're going to put stuff like that on, I am putting Black Lightning on the list because third season was garbage. Out of the entire 10 or 13 episodes that felt so much longer than they needed to be, I liked exactly one episode of the entire season.
My vote would probably have to be Space Force.
Oh god, I couldn't get into that. That show was so bad.
I wanted to love it because I love damn near everyone in the cast.
Yeah.
But,
no, I didn't make it past a single episode. It was tedious.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's getting a second season. Yay!
But Glee doesn't. Or not Glee. Glow.
Well, no, because all the actors are dying.
We established that the last episode. Don't want to be on that show.
So I would vote with you on that one, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so what else you got on the list?
The last one is best director of anything, I guess.
So that includes like TV shows and movies and.
Yep.
Best director of this dinner. I haven't I want to say.
Are you gauging it just so you get a Gussy?
Yes,
is that?
Yes. I want to say that Nolan, of course, because Christopher Nolan's a great director, but. Let's be honest, he does some really weird shit in his movies, and I haven't actually seen Tenet, so I don't know.
I heard that the volume in Tenet's really weird, and he's being kind of a dick about it. So
I wouldn't doubt it. He's an auteur now, which means dick in French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we have to skip that one. I can't think of anything.
I don't know. Didn't David Fincher do a movie?
Did he?
I don't know. I feel like he might have.
Mank on Netflix, which I didn't watch.
I haven't watched it either. Is that out yet?
It is. I heard it wasn't that great, honestly.
Yeah, it didn't look very good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see The Midnight Sky by George Clooney, but that doesn't come out for another.
Well, let's do this instead. So the best movie was what?
The Old Guard.
The Old Guard and Queen's Gambit. Out of those two directors, who would you choose?
Queen's
Gambit.
Yeah.
Okay, then that director should win.
There you go.
Yeah, because as much as I like The Old Guard, the directing was trash.
Scott Frank, directed by Scott Frank. Apparently the whole miniseries was directed by one guy.
Oh, that makes it easier.
Yeah, it really does. Who also created it? He's one of the showrunners.
Scott Frank and Alan Scott. So they were the creators, and then Scott Frank was the director. Yep.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
There you go. So congratulations, Scott
Frank. Yep. You get the Platinum Gussy for that one.
You get the Platinum Gussy for being Best Director. And do you guys have any other categories that you'd like to talk about?
Obviously, although we kind of established at the start, movie we're most looking forward to for the end of 2020 and the most of 2021 would be Wonder Woman 1984. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Sir. Well, I was saying yes, ma'am, for Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Any TV shows we're looking forward to? I don't know if it's going to qualify as a miniseries or a show because we don't know yet. And we may actually have some contenders next year for miniseries. But WandaVision.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to it originally, but once they did the trailer for it and I could get a vibe for what they were going for, I'm actually kind of intrigued to see where that show goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. They have The Watch, which is a fantasy time.
Oh, that's the Terry Pratchett show. That's going to be a TV show. Yeah. That one.
BBC.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Cobra Kai season 3's coming out.
I mean, I think we're all looking forward to Cobra Kai season 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
American Gods is going to return.
Blah.
Batwoman season 2, which no longer has Ruby Rose.
I will admit I'm curious about that one. I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to it, but I actually am one of the few that liked the first season of Batwoman. And I think the loss of the actress is going to hurt that show, but I am interested to see if they're able to recover and pull off a second season without it becoming absolute garbage. Which, knowing the batting average of the Arrowverse, probably won't happen.
Right. I think they just need to scrap the DCU and be done with it.
Damn. Okay.
Harsh.
It's time. Actually, Doom Patrol's not bad.
Doom Patrol is actually pretty deep.
I'd keep Doom Patrol. That's the one I'd keep.
Yeah.
I like the Harley Quinn cartoon, so.
I don't count I'm not counting the cartoon stuff. That's always awesome.
Okay.
Because, cartoons.
Also, I know it wasn't a category, but my pick for best animated series of 2020 is the Animaniacs relaunch.
I haven't watched it yet.
We started watching it last night.
It would be a hard contender to beat Lower Decks and Harlequin season 2, though.
It does.
I don't know. The reviews I've seen have said otherwise, so I'm holding my vote until I know.
So I think the reviews, it's very political for a child show. It doesn't hold any punches.
That's not what the reviews were complaining about. The reviews were just complaining about the fact that it wasn't funny.
I laughed out loud multiple times. That's cray-cray.
Well, we'll see. I'll let you know.
Mike, what do critics know?
Well, AV Club I would ignore because the AV Club is generally harsh on everything. But IO9 also had a problem with it, and IO9's usually more fanboyish, so it was a little weird.
That's surprising.
Yeah, see? So, anyway. Any other awards we want to add to the list, or are we done handing out pieces of rock? I
think we're done handing out pieces of rock for this season, but we will probably come up with new ideas as things go along. We can always have new categories like they do, unless you want to do,
Josh, best kiss.
What? Oh, obviously the old guard.
Well, I will say, as much as I didn't like New Mutants, in general, I thought it was an okay film. The chemistry between Maisie Williams and the chick that she was playing opposite against in that movie, and the fact that it was the first on-screen Marvel gay romance that we've had in a movie at all, and it had to be in the last Fox mutant flick. Their chemistry was palpable and well earned. So, but I'd probably still
Old guard.
I'd probably still give it to the old guard. You're right.
Yeah.
But I just want to nominate more than one. So.
Well, we can. Actually, I want to add the RNC conference to the list for kissing Trump's ass as much as they did.
Oh,
that was pretty.
I was like, for best kiss? I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Yeah. That would be for best kiss ass, yes.
Yeah. And also the most likely thing to make me taste vomit in my mouth.
No, that's still Bloodshot for me.
Oh, wow.
You're not wrong.
Anyway, So, congratulations to all our Gussy Award winners. We look forward to seeing what you guys are able to pull off in 2021. And with that, this has been Not So Live from Asteroid G for the season. I am Mike Finkelstein.
I'm Josh Schaefer.
And I'm Queen Bee.
And we will see you guys in Season 4.